Hello, I'm Jessica Funderman, and today I am going to compare a couple different calendars for you. I chose to compare Google Calendar and Outlook Calendar because I use both most frequently. My school has both types of accounts, but we use Outlook more for scheduling things on our calendar, whereas our Google account is more for the other G Suite features. So I also use my Google Calendar more personally, so I felt like I had a good balance of the two to compare the similarities and differences. A lot of similarities between the two include the ability to schedule events for specific times or for all day. You also are able to schedule recurring events. So like I have an 8th grade team that meets every Tuesday morning. That event is in our calendar recurring every single Tuesday for us. Both calendars allow you to invite or share your calendars with others. You can also color code your different events in both calendars. You can view your calendar by a specific day, week, month. You can also break it down into different categories. So I could have an appointment category or a specific class like Teen Chef category, and so on. And those categories can be shared with specific groups in Google. And then both calendars allow me to sync between devices. So the calendar I'm viewing on my cell phone is going to be the same exact updated version on my MacBook. Now, even though I use both of these types of calendars, I prefer to use Google Calendar. So some benefits of using Google: I believe that it's a little bit easier to import a whole calendar from one place into Google compared to into Outlook. And I tried doing this a little bit ago with my school calendar, and it was very slick and easy into Google, and I had many difficulties and never actually successfully imported into Outlook. So that was kind of frustrating. I also think that Google Calendar has a more simple and clean look, especially with the bright colors and customization. Even though Outlook also has the color options, I like the vibrant colors and the layout of everything in Google. Just want to give you a quick view of that. Here's my Google Calendar, and this one I just put in some fake things for this is actually my Fort Hays email, not school, but I put some school things in there to show you. And then this is my Outlook calendar, so you can see an even view here of month to month compared to week and day. And again, that can happen in either calendar feature. So you can see I have quite a few things in here. It's nice that people have sent me these and I just accept them. However, I haven't really spent time organizing, so it's all just on my basic calendar, not really color coded in any specific way. So it's not as organized as it really could be, but it takes time, and that's something I just don't really like that much about Outlook. I think it's a little bit simpler to do in Google Calendar. So you can see here I've color coded by lab compared to some quizzes, and the holidays are green in here. So I like this view. I think it's just a little bit cleaner and simple. I also like in Google Calendar that you can easily pull up the notes and tasks in the sidebar. So that's over here. And when I pop open the tasks, I can use different categories like grading. I even chose to make this measurement quiz a specific timed task. So I want to have it done by tomorrow. If I click on my task category over here, I can see that that has popped up, and I can see something that I've checked off already too from my tasks. And if I don't want to see those daily, I can easily get rid of them for whatever reason. So again, that was in the sidebar. Very nice that I can use those different apps right within the same web page. I also like how easy it is to share calendars in Google with a whole group or individuals. So some of those different things like quizzes, I would maybe want to share with my 8th grade team, so that way they could know when I had a big project or assignment being due, and then they could also share with me so we could kind of organize our schedules accordingly. So that's a really awesome feature of Google. So let's set up a Google Calendar. You want to use your G Suite account to do this. So the first step is signing into that account. And if you don't have one already, you should create an account. All the different applications are awesome to use, so I really encourage you to do this if you don't have one already. Once you sign in, you're going to click on the application tab here, the little grid box, and you find the calendar button, and that will take you to the view I showed you a little bit ago. Once you're there, you're going to begin adding your different events to your calendar. You can either click the create button or just click on a day, and then you should customize using different colors and categories so that way you stay really organized. So I'd like to show you that. Once I've logged in, I can, like I said, click that create button, and then I can change the date here, or I really like to just click on a specific day, start adding a title like 8th grade meeting. I can choose to have it be all day. I can choose to have it go for many days, or again, I can choose to add a specific time. So let's say I want to change this to 4:15, and I can change the end time as well depending how long I think it's going to take. And I can invite guests here by starting to type in some different emails, so it will send them that feature. And then it shows who all is on here for this. There's a lot more features that I could really dig into. I don't use all of these, but it's awesome, all the different features that are available. If I go into more options, I can choose to send a notification. It automatically has this set up for 10 minutes beforehand, or I can choose to not have one. I can change the color here if I would like to. I can even add a more detailed description. So once I hit save, I can choose to send or not send that invitation to the other person. And then it pops up on my calendar, so I can see that right here. So these ones that are more big and bold, those are happening all day long, compared to the little dots, they're happening just at one specific time for the month view. And if I go down into my weekly view, go back, I'll see, I can see that popping up throughout the day, whereas my just all day long events are up here. So if I wanted to get rid of like the holidays, I could easily just deselect that button. I really like working in the month view, just so I can see what's happening all day long. It still shows me the specific times of those items, so I have my kind of broader view of things. So you can really dig in and schedule out your entire day, very detailed, if you have a lot of appointments and such. So again, lots of different calendar options over here. You can share with others. You can choose to view whichever you want at one time, everything or one thing. That way, if you want to show students or a specific group of people, or maybe even print one of the calendars, you have those different features. So I prefer using Google Calendar just because I think there's a little bit more you can customize and easy to view. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about that today. Thanks for watching.